I have a strike rate over 75% most weeks is because I understand exactly where the manipulation is going to go and I avoid getting stopped out in the choppy accumulation, right? Let me explain to you exactly how I do. Of course, we're looking for an ICT accumulation, so we want to see some kind of a range going sideways, and we're looking to time this manipulation down here. But there's two things I look for when we time the manipulation. So we're looking for price to come below the daily opening price, which is the first thing. And the second thing, we're looking for price to tap into a fair value gap, and we're understanding the aggressive buyers and sellers at this area. So when we break this down, what we can see is we actually see a lot of buying in this red candle, right? But towards the bottom, we see a lot of aggressive sellers over here. We see a lot of aggressive sellers over here. Now, what's super interesting is how we see sellers very, very quickly turn into buyers. We see 0 for 1K. If I just zoom this in, we see 0 for 1K over here. And we also see 290, 289 for 1K. So we're seeing a lot of aggressive buyers step into the market in this area. Despite that, the sellers down here were unable to drive price down and the buyers were able to drive price higher at this key level. And this is what you use to determine a manipulation in the first place. So if you're someone who struggles to catch manipulation, right, always understand time and price, but the most important thing is to key that with order flow, right? So once you understand order flow, you can basically be sloppy with your entries and still find areas like this, right? The most important thing is to really read where the buyers are propping in and who is being aggressive and who is not being rewarded, right? So in this case, we see a lot of aggressive sellers in this area, but none of them have been rewarded. And this is the only reason price moves up and down in the first place.